So I thought I'd jump on here and offer an explanation. Why the move to MultiSport Matt? Well, firstly, a few people are asking, are you not into nutrition anymore? Don't you do nutrition? Are your thoughts on nutrition, your ethos behind nutrition still the same? And the first answer to that is yes. The fundamentals of nutrition remain the same. The same as anybody who's followed me through human nutrition and lifestyle. It all remains the same. The fundamentals are eat real food, mostly animal produce, because that's where you get your nutrition. That's where all the nutrients are. You need to get plenty of protein in to help every single cell in your body reproduce and maintain itself properly, especially if you're an athlete. So you need to really base your nutrition around animal proteins. So the bulk of your diet should be animal produce, animal proteins. The rest of it, just real food. Tailor it to yourself. You know, some people will add more vegetables, more carbohydrates here and there, but a lower carbohydrate, higher protein diet is more optimal for human beings, and that's where everybody should be basing their ethos around nutrition. Now, I understand everybody's not the same, and people are going to have little bits of variation here and there. But let's address MultiSport Matt. And MultiSport Matt has come about simply because human nutrition lifestyle amassed too many followers, and too many followers that weren't actually proper followers, if you know what I mean. Followers that were not interested. So over the space of different platforms of social media, through YouTube and Facebook and Instagram and a few other little social media outlets that I had, I was almost touching 100,000 followers on human nutrition and lifestyle, which was great. I thought it was great, but it turns out that most of those 100,000 followers were just trolls and people wanting to just bring you down all the time. A lot of negativity, following for the complete wrong reasons, and just became a barrage of insults, basically, towards myself and my family. So when you start talking about nutrition, everybody's got their own agenda. Everybody thinks they know best. Everybody's got their own opinion. But I'm not one for being based on opinion. I just follow the science, follow biology. I studied biochemistry. Just follow what every single individual cell in your body wants to do, and that is to maintain itself and repair. It's all about getting in the nutrition and the nutrients for your body, the particular nutrients and the nutrition that you need. That's basically it. That's all nutrition is. If anybody tells you it's anything different, then they must have their own agenda of something else, because that is not biology. But anyway, I'm not about getting followers. I'm not bothered if I don't get any followers on MultiSport Matt, to be honest. I'm just doing this as a record for myself, a diary for myself, and going on from that for my family and my kids as well. My children are always asking questions, wanting to know why I do certain exercises, why we eat the way we do. So if I can document something for them to look back on, brilliant. And if it helps somebody else along the way, also brilliant. For people who want to follow along, people who want to join in, that's great. But I am not about just getting followers just for the hell of it, because, like I say, when I was doing it with human nutrition, at one point I was chasing followers, thinking, oh, it'd be great if I can get, such an amount of people following me. But there was me thinking that followers mean people that like what you do and want to embrace what you do and want to really engage with the content properly. Instead, what I've tended to find is that it just brings about a lot of negativity from people who just want to bring you down the whole time. So that's why I thought, let's change lanes. Let's still have the basis of nutrition that I've always had, and I will continue to push. If people want to know more about nutrition, just speak up and I can tell you anything that you want to know about how biology and how biochemistry works and what nutrition your body is screaming out for. But I wanted to expand on the physical aspects of things that I do in a week, in a day, in a month, All of the things that I have learned from being a triathlete and just an athlete in general, certain things from which trainers suit me best, to which bikes I like, to what routes I go on, to how to maintain the gear you have, and to probably and to get the best out of yourself. So if you're listening to this and you just want to get the best out of yourself, then I've got some tips and some tricks for you that I've learn't myself. They may work, they may not work. If you want to follow along, that's great. If you don't, that's also great. But I just felt I needed to explain why I changed to MultiSport Matt rather than Human Nutrition Lifestyle. Human Nutrition Lifestyle will live on in Instagram and the Facebook group and everything that I created. I will keep it alive so you can look back for recipes and things like that. But I'll be no longer posting on those particular platforms like YouTube or anything like that, because like I say, it's just full of people trying to rip the negative out of it. And that's not what I'm after. Don't want any negativity. It's all about positivity. Let's just be together, be positive, get the best out of ourselves, and that's all you can do.